Hey there. It is a sunny but hectic day in my world. I've been up most of the night because I had a heifer calving, and then we ended up taking her to the vet this morning. She is doing very well, but the baby was too big for her, and the vet had to assist us with that. Poor girl. She was getting a little angry, and I 100% don't blame her. She had a calf in her that was way too big. She should not have been bred to the type of bull she was. She is somebody that we bought, not one of my home raised, and it's always a chance that we take. So, yeah, it's been a little bit bumpy the last few hours, but I'm happy to say she's doing okay. And I'm also happy to say that I have an interview to play for you today. So, one of my laughter friends, her name is Heidi Barkwell. She's an award-winning author. She has a book called Laughing Wellness, Play Your Way Every Day. And you can find this book on Amazon, at Chapters, wherever you buy books. And she also has a website that you can go check out and get some bonuses. And it's called laughingwellness.com. I will also put that in the show notes. So Heidi and I know each other through laughter yoga, and I'm absolutely delighted that she is my guest on this podcast today. And so I'm doing this kind of introduction instead of my usual. I'm going to change things up. With our world changing so much, I'm going to encourage all of us to change our patterns. Try doing things differently and see how it feels, see how it works out. Let's have the courage and take a little leap of faith, perhaps, in trying things in a different way. I know with my podcast, I've often got caught up in shoulda, woulda, couldas, and I have to do it this way. And really, I don't. I don't have to do it anyway, except how I want to do it. Get caught up in these ideas of how things are supposed to be or how we should do things. And so again, I'm going to invite you, try to do things differently. Takes a little bit of risks and do things differently, change up your patterns, and let's see how it goes for you. I'm also going to invite you to join in some laughter yoga sessions, and I will have some links for you to go to. And Heidi and I also talk about that during the interview. And so I guess that's all. This is going to be short because I am seriously tired, but coffee is amazing. And walking out and checking all my other cows to make sure they're all happy and healthy, it does help. And so life can throw us some curveballs sometimes, but you know what? We can get through it. Welcome to my podcast, everybody. And I'm super excited that I have a guest today, and she is one of my laughter friends. You know, I'm pushing that on you right now because it works. And so I want to say hi to Heidi. Hi, Heidi.
Hi, Shannon. Thank you so much for the invite here on your podcast. I'm super excited to share my story. And yeah, thank you.
Me too. So I got to meet Heidi last year when I was in Canmore for the conference, but we didn't talk so much because, again, if you are a regular listener, you know that I was a mess at that conference, but it was so amazing. But then I also got to hang out with Heidi about a month ago at a teacher training for laughter yoga. And oh my goodness, we had so much fun. So much
So
fun.
much fun. So much fun.
And so I want Heidi to tell you about her book. So I've read her book. She signed a copy for me. Yay. And I have to say to you guys, it is such a good way to get an introduction to laughter yoga. So I'm going to invite her to tell us a little bit about it, and then I have some questions I'm going to ask her. So go ahead, Heidi.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. So, what inspired me to write the book was Dr. Kataria himself. He had, you know, reached out to people saying, how has laughter, helped you or whatever. And I thought, wow, laughter yoga has saved my life, changed my life, and maintains my life. So I thought, when I went to write a book, I've always wanted to write a book, but I didn't really want to write this book. And the company that I went with said, you need a book that's a business. And then I thought, well, Dr. K said to tell my story. So this is what transpired. Laughing Wellness, play your way every day. And the acronym PLAY: promote longevity, accountable young heartedness. The reason that came to me in a dream and like sleeping, because I
Nice.
lived the opposite. Promote, I didn't know how to promote Heidi. I knew how to demote Heidi. I knew nothing about longevity, but I was the master of self sabotage. I knew nothing about accountability because I blamed every single person in my life, my parents, my boyfriend, everybody got blamed, and I knew nothing about accountability. And I was hard-hearted. What the fuck? And now I am young-hearted. What the fun? It kind of flipped a switch for me, and that's how that kind of appeared over the years. And laughter sweetened me up enough to take a look at myself and ever so gingerly giggle my way to this realization that it was nobody's fault but my own. And namaste, I had to get out of my own way.
Oh, I love that. I love that
Yeah.
so much. So doing this gave you a sense of self-awareness that probably wouldn't have happened without this.
Oh, I'm telling you, writing the book. This is why I wrote in the book. Everyone has a book in them. I've been diagnosed with ADHD, and in my past, I did not read. I have attention span like a fly. People were my books. So if you were a good book, I continued to read. If you were a crappy book, I put you back on the shelf. Okay, I don't need to read that book. And I just really, truly, I've always wanted to write a book. And the first book I wrote was in 2004, and it's called The Journey of Choices. And I wrote it with a friend of mine. And of course, she did it. Her daughter did it. And I just spoke and everything. And when I reread it, I thought, oh, that's so judgy, and who am I to tell anybody? So I never published it. But now that I've reread it, now that I've kind of matured and I've got a different perspective on life, I think maybe me and my friend would like to get it published, maybe brush it up a
Nice.
little. Yeah. So, yeah, going back to the everyone needs to write a book. Everyone has a story. And maybe we could put these cell phones down and then read about each other, because in this planet Earth, we have more in common than we do apart. But our society likes to keep us separated and think that we are not, we have way more in common. Despite all the bamboozlement and the propaganda, we definitely have more in common. And when we take the minute to read about each other and find out about each other, we go, wow, we really do. And yeah, Shannon, when I was at the conference, I was so busy running around, I never really entertained with too many people. I was doing and going and being. So to spend the 5 days with you at in Edmonton was incredible. And
It
that's
really
that's
was.
that's short. That's a short how incredible. I'm still looking back and giggling and laughing, and the experience, like the treasure, it's magic. It's magic
It is
until you
magic.
experience it. It is absolute magic.
It really is magic. And I love what you said about we have more in common because with the way the world is right now, I'm really pushing for everybody to create community again. Get back to that. Even if we don't agree, it's okay. We still have to have our communities and and reading about each other and being inspired by each other, that is so delightful. Because sure, it's
Yeah.
chaotic out there, but you know what? We're not. And we can support each other and it'll be great. And laughter is such a good way to make those connections. And I think everybody needs to try laughter yoga. Everybody.
Community is the new currency in my mind, and without my communities, I'd be a lost little soldier. And you're what you said about we can't all like the same things. We're not all, and that's okay. But the
Yeah.
bottom line is we can respect each other. My
Yes.
best friend, her and I definitely are on different sides of the spectrum, but we respect each other. We come into the middle, and it's okay. She's allowed to have her beliefs. You're okay to have yours, but we need to stay in our lane and not push them on each other. And it's okay to have, different beliefs, and but
Yes.
it, again, it's just about respecting each other. But when we're laughing together, we can laugh it off. Like we don't need to, we can laugh and go with the flow. We don't have to get so serious and stuck on something. And laughter really, truly, it sweetens us up. It makes us, it's the universal language. And when hilarity creates clarity, it kind of makes us go, oh, why were we even worried about that? Oh, and I love the laughter also is because we're not laughing at anyone. This is a sharing, caring energy. This is about laughing in spite of the chaos, right? So
Yes.
hilarity creates clarity.
I love that so much
Yeah.
because it helps us shift our energy so quickly. And you don't even have to do it for an extended period of time. I know that you're really good at having your laughter practices and keeping up with it. So, what would you suggest? So, because we get these new tools and we're like, yay, we're so excited. And then we sort of just taper off and forget about it. So, what would be some of your tips for people to stick with it?
Okay, for me, because like again, I got attention span like a fly. One day I'm on, one day I'm off. I'm like, ay, ay, ay. So I keep an accountability calendar on my fridge, and
Nice.
I journal. Two of these things that I do because if I don't see it, it's out of sight, out of mind. So I need to have it written in front of me. So I've been when I wake up in the morning, the first thing I do is my alarm will go off, and I then set my timer for 10 minutes of silence. And I just breathe. And then I set my timer for 10 minutes of laughing. And while I laugh, I tap and I tap and I tap my body just to get the lymphatics going, get all them happy chemicals going out through my body. It's a new day. Because if I just get up and go, that doesn't give me. I need to promote longevity, accountable young heartedness. So these are gifts that I'm giving to myself. This is what I say to myself. I need to take time for me first before I can get out into the see my parents, see my family, see my friends, see my what work, whatever. Because if I don't, then I haven't given myself that space and time. And then I feel irritated or get frustrated. So these little tips and tricks, laughter tools, laughter breaks that I give for myself first. So again, promoting myself. This is how I've done it. And then I check on my calendar. Did I do it? And some days I don't. Saturday mornings, I don't want to. And it's okay. I don't. I don't be that regimented
Good.
because
Okay.
I am a recovering perfectionist. So I
Okay.
have to remind myself perfectionism isn't realism. So some days are good, some days aren't. And I just again gently laugh it off and not beat myself up about it. right? So, but I
Yes.
love the calendar, keeps me accountable, and my journal. I write, oh, I did it. Oh, I didn't do it today. La 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 la, la, whatever, right?
And so someone could even start with, say, 3 minutes. If 10 minutes feels like too
Even a
much,
minute,
even
even
a
a minute.
minute. And
Why not?
also the laughing part, it doesn't have to be like ha ha real laughter. It can be like ha ha ho ho, all the sounds,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, fake it till you make it. Well, I didn't start out with 10 minutes either. I started with 5. I
Nice.
started with 5 and now I've worked my way up to 10. But I feel that's good for me because I do laughter throughout the day and then I'll sit quietly sometimes, but in the morning because it's just important to get my body activated for the day. Prepare
Nice.
me for what's gonna happen.
Right? Because we don't know what's going to happen every day.
We sure
Right.
don't. And life has a way of throwing curveballs often.
It does.
And yeah, and it's okay, but that's another thing. It's okay to give yourself permission to cry, to be angry, to feel
Yes.
frustrated. We're emotional beings. I mean, for how many years have we been told, "Oh, calm down, don't be so emotional." In school it was show and tell. I say, "Let's feel and tell." You know what? I'm not feeling today. I'm not feeling that, or I'm feeling frustrated today. Don't take me personal, or
Yeah.
yeah, like so and then I love the gibberish part of it too, right? Like because a lot of we get stuck on complaining. People get in this complaint because we listen to the news and we're listening and then we're picking sides and shut it off and like stop drop. They're not your thoughts. So that emotion creates that motion and you get to release it. You don't have to stuff it down. You don't have to say something you regret. You don't have to hurt anybody's your feelings or anybody else's. And you just blah, 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 blah. Then people go,
Oh, that's
"Are
fabulous.
you okay?" I go, "Yeah, I feel better, thanks." Because it's not my business what anyone thinks of me. It's
That is
what I
true.
feel myself, right? So, and if these little tips and tricks make me be my best self. They help me be my best self. And then I can be proud of myself and go, oh, good. I didn't react. I used laughter as one of my modalities to just be my better self.
Nice. I like that a lot. So, as we all know from hanging out, my favorite is the dancing. Anytime, anywhere, you bet. I've
Yes.
got the dance videos on, and that's what gets me going. So, say somebody's having a day and some challenges rise up. What are your tips for helping them shift through it? What would you do?
For me, there's a couple different ways. Again, stop, drop. They're not my thoughts. Because what
Okay.
happens when we get into things or things happen in life, it's that little monkey wheel that just keeps going and going and going. And then we try to, oh, I should I could I might have, why didn't I? Oh, and then we get into that self-sabotage. Well, for me anyways, I'm speaking for me. And I have to remind myself, so I always go, take a big breath in and then I stop, grab throw my thoughts down and go, they're not my thoughts. Stop it.
Nice.
Stop. And I look at them and I acknowledge them, but I'm not going to beat myself up for it either. Or sometimes like if I'm doing something and that thought keeps coming, I'll go, stop, stop, stop.
Just elbow it in the head.
Yeah, just tell them, hey, not today. Cut it out. No. Ho 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 ha ha. Ho 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 ho. And then I get my laughter guns out.
Ooh, I
Stop it.
like that.
Stop it. Yeah. Like I have to play with myself all the time, right? That's why I said play your way every day. This is how I play with myself. And in my past, I didn't play with myself this way either. I mean, truly, that was a triple X, and it's not anything to do with this book. But truly, yeah, it's funny. We do have to learn to play with ourselves ever so gingerly. and
Yes.
fake it till we make it and play our way forward with laughter, because laughter is Mother Nature's cleverest trick at keeping us healthy, happy, and safe. It's free.
Nice. It
It's
is
it's
free.
it's free. It's in our activating your own medicine cabinet. This isn't anything new. Laughter is medicine. Mother, like, so, and we've just forgot how to use it. That's our big pharma. We can go to big pharma and get all this crap that gives us how much crappy side effects and keeps us disconnected with our authentic selves, or we can activate our own medicine cabinet, our own opioids, our own natural painkillers. There's just so
Yes.
many, there's so many benefits to the laughter.
Oh, so
And
many benefits. So let's
yeah,
talk about that. Let's talk about all the benefits.
well, the number one stress buster. I mean,
Yes.
and stress is the number one killer on this planet. Like, we are so stressed out. It's this is how the analogy for me is, especially people that watch a lot of the news or get caught up in politics and all this, whatever stuff. And it's okay, but it's like this anthill, and then someone comes over and pokes a stick in it, and it's a frenzy. People are
Right.
like this, and people are in a fear-based state because what are we coming? Are we going? What's going on? Who do you believe? Stop. Again, drop. They're not your thoughts. Come back into you. You are your guru. Be your, believe in you. Believe in your intuition, your inner compass is your, because I used to, everything outside of myself. I never believed in, I never promoted me. I never knew how to do anything within myself. I needed assurance from people outside. And now, thank goodness, I've learned again the laughter to sweeten me up enough to go, oh, wow, it was me. I need to listen to me. I didn't need to listen
Nice.
to anybody else. Each person, that's your gift, is you. That's your moral obligation on this planet, is you, to love yourself, to listen to you, and not keep everything else. Stay in your lane. Woo, this is me.
Don't get
I
all
went
caught up in all the rest.
correct.
Yeah.
Like that, to go in one ear and out the other. That's why God gave us two ears, to go in one and out the other. Bye. Oh, and then get back into your center. Breathe. Breath is the number one, right? That's why
Yeah.
laughter's so good, is because laughter helps us breathe. You're breathing
Yes.
in, you're laughing out, and you're exhaling laughter. And when you're laughing, you can't be, oh, I should have been there. Oh, I can't be, you can't, you're
That's true.
laughing. You're in the moment. It brings us to our moment. And that's all we got, is the moment. That's why we call it the present, right? I mean,
Right.
these are all tips, people we know, like, but we forget because that mundane of day in, day out, and we get frustrated, and then the news, and then bills, and family, and friends, and work, and blah, we just, it's a lot. So to come back,
Yes.
or even just smile. We don't even need to laugh. The power of a smile is underappreciated. We forget. I could be in the shittiest mood ever, but I just need to go. And in my head, I'm going, I'm putting them in the pretzel. I'm putting my mom in the pretzel. She's, because we can't be happy all the time. It's
No.
unrealistic,
Right.
right? But to be playful with it, and not, and look at what Susan Freeland taught us. And Susan, it goes down in history. I keep a Q-tip by me at all times. I love this. Q-tip, quit taking it personal.
Yes.
We take life personal, and it gets
We
us
do
into
take life
trouble.
personal. Yep.
Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop taking it personal. It's not personal.
So every time you guys see a Q-tip, you're going to remember, quit taking it personally. And then if you are taking it personally, you're just going to dig that out of your head with your Q-tip. You got this. So I do find that laughter yoga really brings you back into your body too. Because when you're spiraling with all those thoughts and worries and just letting it be overwhelming, it'll bring you back into your body, which we want because we want to be present, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, forgot about the Q-tip one. That was a good one.
I love that. I just, because I even said that was one of my problems in my book. I took everything personal my whole life. I honestly did. I thought I was special. Not that special. We're told that. For some reason, we
Right.
think we're special and not to be rude, we are all special, but collectively, we're magic. That's when the
Yes.
magic happens, when we collectively come together. And again, we can't like each other all the time. Our families don't even like us all the time. And it's okay. It's about respect. It's just
Right.
that day you respect. That's why I say feel and tell. I'm not feeling it today. Leave me. I'll see you tomorrow, whatever. And it's okay. Don't
And it
take
is
it
okay.
personal.
Yes.
Don't take it personal. I'm just having a moment, and it's okay.
So, because I don't want to forget about it, because we get chatting, tell us about your Calgary Laughter Yoga Club and how people can find you.
Awesome. So go to calgarylaughteryoga.com, and we are an umbrella of leaders and teachers and master trainer. Laura started it in 2014, and I was invited. And I've been with them now. We're going on 11 years, celebrating 11 years of Calgary Laughter Yoga. And I kind of coordinate it all. I keep everybody on schedule and us going. And because the reason why I do that is to keep me accountable. I need that to keep me like, Laura always, she'll go, oh, you're just so consistent. Yeah, I have to be, because then I'll be off rails over here. Like that consistency helps me to keep
Nice.
me in line and on track, just like the calendar, just like me journaling. These little things keep me. Otherwise, I'm woo woo. And even if when I go on holidays, I try to do it. Even in our 5 day thing in the morning, I set my alarm early to get up. That's why I like the 10 minutes of silence, because I don't want to get up, but that'll just, get me ready. And then I can laugh and tap it out and be ready for the day.
Nice.
Yeah.
And so your Calgary Laughter Yoga Club is
Oh,
online on Zoom. Tell them what day, what time.
so it's every Sunday at 5 o'clock, 5 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, and it's a free club. There is a donation if you felt, but otherwise it's free, and it's for 30 minutes. Sorry, yeah, 30 minutes. We used to do 40, but now it's for 30 minutes. And it's just a drop in, come in. You can do it from the privacy of your own home and come and laugh with us. And each week is a different leader. So again, like
Nice.
I said, we're an umbrella of leaders and teachers. So each week you get a different style. This is another wonder, the glory of laughter yoga is you're a leader, I'm a leader. We got all these leaders, teachers, masters, trainers. We got one exercise and we do our own spin on it.
Yes.
Everybody, there's not one way, there's several ways. Like there's 8 billion people, there's 8 billion ways to get there. And we're just walking each other home. Well, we're laughing each other home.
Yes.
Yeah. But yeah, every Sunday, and you can check us out on laughter, calgarylaughteryoga.com. You can go to
Okay.
Facebook. We're on Facebook also. So
Okay. Perfect. And so, yeah, people join and then we'll laugh together. I gotta write it in my calendar. I'm calving though, so my time is crunchy.
yeah, of
And the
course.
other one that you're a big part of, tell us about the international one.
So international laughteryoga.org. You can go to that and find a leader anywhere in the world. Wherever you are in the world, you can go there and say, find a leader, and you can find a leader in your area, and it's also free 2 times a day. So it would be 8 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. That's 7:30 a.m. India time. And then they have another one, which is 6 a.m., really early, too early for me. That's their night one, but that might work for other people. They have all kinds of on their website. If you go to, you can read up on all kinds of health benefits and other things that can help you in the right direction if you wanted to get started. And that the one you can also go to and not have to turn your camera on, or and maybe
Mm.
watch in the beginning, because laughter isn't for everybody all the time, and it's okay. But if you want to just sit back and watch and not put your camera on, not be out there and just get the feel of it until you feel comfortable, then absolutely do it that way. I mean, there's no pressure. There's some people that just go, this is ridiculous, I'm not doing it. And that's okay too. Just laugh about it.
It is awkward when you start. It is incredibly awkward,
Of
but it
course.
is so worth it because what it does for you, it's
Laughter's
outstanding.
medicine.
Outstanding.
Laughter's medicine. We know
It
this
is
for, we've
medicine.
been told this for how long? So that's why I always say I'm laughing for the health of it. And your wealth is your health.
Yes.
Without it, you're not here. So mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, this is a free exercise program, a playful wellness routine that can change your whole life. And
Oh,
yeah,
yes.
I can't rave about it enough. You and me, sis, we got this leg. My
Right?
sister, my laughter sister. No, I'm. That's why we're here. We want to
Mhm.
promote that, and it's incredible. And
It
look
is
at us,
incredible.
yay!
And you get to meet all sorts of people from all over the world. It is so nice. And like you said,
Oh,
everybody has a different style. And so there's just
and when I
so much
first
good.
started, I went, "This is bullshit. There's no way people are all this happy. It can't be." And everyone proved me wrong. Everyone, and I have friends all around the world now that I can go and laugh with, and I'm just so humbled and honored to be a part of this community. And it is the
Mhm.
happiest, healthiest community in the world. And I say give it a try. Don't
Yes,
knock it till you try it. Yeah.
I agree. Give it a try. Google some of the videos if you want. Reach out to Heidi or myself if you have questions. I will have all the links to reach out to us in the show notes when I post this podcast. Because you guys, you know what? We can change the world through laughter yoga because the energetic shift it does for us, you can't even put that into words. You can't even put that into like a price. And so
No.
that's how we'll change the world. That's how we'll create community. That's how we'll work through all this chaos.
Well, you're look at we're building a military of laughter warriors and
Yes.
disruptors. We're moving together. That's what this is. This is how I look at it. We're joining Dr. K's laughter revolution, and we're
Yes.
laughter warriors, and we're armed in kindness, compassion, and laughter, and moving forward. And instead of the past, leave the past where it is. Let's learn from it and move forward, and laugh our way forward. And is it going to be tough? Sure. Is there
Yes.
going to be bumps? Absolutely. But at least we're in a different vibration. We're up here and we're not down here like
Right?
playfully. Yeah.
Yes. And change the world. Okay,
Yeah.
Heidi, do you have an exercise that you would like to do with us? Do you have one in mind?
Okay, let's do the giggle teenies. Let's have a toast. Let's
All
have a
right,
little
deal.
giggle teenies. So we're just gonna have our both our hands up, and we're gonna pour into one hand, and we're gonna go a, and we're gonna pour to the other side a, and we're gonna pour to the other side a, and then we're gonna give it a shake, and then we're gonna drink it back. Cheers.
Cheers. Very good. Very
Good,
good.
good.
Yay. I love it. Well, thank you so
Yay.
much for coming on the
Thank
podcast.
you so much for having me. How much fun was that?
It was fun,
And
wasn't it?
let's hope we inspired some people to come join and
Yes.
come and join this military of laughter warriors and
Oh, absolutely.
yay.
I have a good feeling about this. So
Yay,
I
me
will put
too.
all your information in the show notes so that people can find your book because it's
Thank you
so
for
worth
all your
it.
work you do. Yeah, thanks for all your work you do. Yeah, and definitely.
Do one last. Very good. Very good.
Very good. Yay.
Yay. Thank you, everybody, for listening. And I will put all the stuff out there so you can find Heidi. And I hope to see you all at some Calgary Laughter Yoga clubs and on the international one.
Ah,
And we're both teachers. So if you want to learn more about laughter yoga, you could reach out to us because there is trainings, there's all sorts of stuff. But reach out to us to have a chat. And
yeah.
yay!
Yay.
That was so much fun. Follow your spidey senses. I had the nudge to do this interview with Heidi and as a pre-recorded interview, and I had absolutely no idea that this week would go the way that it did, where it's very hectic and the cows have to come first, of course. And yet, look, I can still do a podcast because I have a pre-recorded interview. Again, I'm going to invite you, try new things, try doing things a little differently. Challenge yourself slightly on looking at things differently, approaching things that you're doing differently, find ways to be more creative. It's again interesting in our world. And so I feel like the more that we examine or look at other possibilities and do things differently, the more we can shift our energy to figure things out. I will say also that our intuition is stronger right now with whatever's going on, so trust it. I've been having some really cool intuitive nudges and following through, and it's all working out. For example, the podcast and pre-recording the interview with my lovely friend Heidi. And so I'm going to encourage you to come join us at the Calgary Laughter Club. I haven't made it to one yet, but I'm going to try for it this week. Hopefully, calving slows down or it goes a little smoother, because obviously that has to come first. And then with our time change, the Laughter Club International, I will be able to attend some of the very early morning ones. And I do like what Heidi said about don't turn on your camera if you're not comfortable with that at first. Who says you have to? Who says you have to have your camera on? Who says you have to look perfect if you're joining in a Zoom meeting? Don't. Try it. If you really want to join something, but you're second guessing because you've been up all night calving and you don't want to let them see you in your ball cap and hair that needs combing and no makeup on, although I'm often that way, it's okay. It is okay. Join anyway. I think we often get too caught up in wanting to be perceived as a certain way or letting our insecurities overshadow things that we maybe want to do, but then we're feeling a certain type of way. And you know what? Let's just try it. How about we do a challenge and we'll talk about it next podcast? I'm going to invite you all to do one thing that takes you a little bit out of your comfort zone. Perhaps it's, attending a class. Perhaps it's joining a laughter yoga situation. Perhaps it's, having a conversation with someone that you want to, but you're not sure how it's going to go. Let's do one little thing that's a little out of our comfort zone that we would like to do, but then we second guess and talk ourselves out of it and overthink and all that stuff. let's do it. And then we'll chat about it next week. So today is Wednesday in my world, and I do have an energy clearing. I am going to post this podcast today because go me, no sleep, but I can get things done. And the energy clearing is clearing negative energy and then doing chakra balancing for anxiety and invoking clarity. I did it last week and it was big, it was thick, it was heavy. It took me a long time. So I wanted to do it again to make sure we can release as much of that energy as we can. So I hope you enjoyed my interview with Heidi, and I hope you check us out. Sending you all a big hug and a blessing. And in the nature of not doing things the way I have done, you don't get any outro music today. We're just going to say, very good, yay. And when I mean me, when I say we, apparently I mean me and the cats that are sleeping in right beside me right now. And my poor puppy, she's had a rough night because she's been busy. Everybody here's napping. Again, let's go very good, yay! And stretch your arms out as much as you can, yay! And let's have a week with lots of blessings. Okay, thanks for listening. Bye.